And before we get into this end of July 2025 update, from the 28th of July 2025, Cricket Lane to Lock 25 will be closed for vital infrastructure work. Canal in full restoration. Already a section of the Lichfield Canal is watertight here down at Darnford Moors Ecology Park. What's next for the Lichfield Canal? Well, an installation of a lift bridge very similar to this at Fishface on Tamworth Road in Lichfield City. Let's go and take another look. But before I ventured off, it was nice to capture the pump in full activity as I was about to leave. Built by one of the Trust's valuable volunteers, a 6-inch overflow was built, running a gravity line back into this brook. Now, the original filling of this section took approximately 1 whole week, bearing in mind that's 550 metres of canal. A hole was also drilled, accommodating a 2-inch pipe, which keeps this section of the canal topped up. Not forgetting then the great work that's been done previously on this restoration works. It's been well over a year now since this work was completed. Everything seeming to be working smoothly. Nature is really taking over the site now, as you can see here. There has been some vegetation clearance, again by those exceptional volunteers, with the exceptional work that's now taking place down at Tamworth Road, down in the Narrows, all the way up to Gallows Reach. It's important to remind ourselves of the excellent work that's been going off up here at Darnford Moors Ecology Park. As seen here, the original path of the Lichfield Canal. Moreover, lock number 29, where volunteers have recently completed some remedial works. Well, I wasn't expecting to capture this, and I'm not sure how long the pump runs for, because now I'm off to the Narrows. And as you all know, no update of the Lichfield Canal restoration will be complete without a visit to Lichfield Falls, most notably the Narrows. Never ceases to amaze me. Well, we're up on the sturdy scaffolds where volunteers have started the next stage of bricklaying. The water level will sit just below the blue bricks, while the upper layers of heritage brickwork will cleverly conceal the concrete buttressing behind. Work's progressing nicely here then, boys and girls. Let's move on now to Gallows Reach and see what's been happening down there. And at the risk of producing too many updates, and for a change, there may be an opportunity to interact with the volunteers on site in the days and weeks ahead. Well, here we are then at Gallows Reach, and now that the concrete is cured, the volunteers have secured the steel landing and nesting beams for the new lift bridge, and the wooden formwork is also in place and ready for more concrete. That's works in progress then, and it's looking very, very good as usual. And with the lift bridge already fabricated and possibly even on its way, works will be wrapped up here by the end of August 2025. Watch this space. Well, that's it for progress at the lift bridge. Let's go and take a look down at London Road Bridge. Now, by the time this video gets dropped, work would have already commenced down here. This being the weekend, of course, very early on Sunday morning. But come Monday morning, the waterway recovery group will have arrived, and they intend to hit the ground running. And just look at this. Great progress on the run-up to WRG's visit. The volunteers have revealed more of the big pipe. The WRG group then will be down here for 2 whole weeks, and that work will also include works at the weekends. And with a good portion of this channel already dug out, 3 reinforcement cages have already been built, and they will form part of the reinforcement beam for the canal wall. With the arrival of the summer campers, the WRG group, there's a real sense that the work is picking up the pace. An amazing leap forward for the Trust, thanks to the volunteers. We can't thank them enough. Such great work. Now it's over to you, WRG. Over the course of the next 2 weeks, we will bring you live footage of works actual, rather than the end product for the day. It's always more interesting, isn't it, to interact with the people behind this, the people doing the work. Not just the volunteers, but the visitors that parachute in. Not just to satisfy people like me, but to satisfy your interests as this canal project leaps forward, or is about to once again. That's it. Stay tuned for more live updates coming to the channel very soon. Now, before you swipe away, I'd like to remind everybody watching this video that the Lichfield and Hatherton Canal Restoration Trust is a charity-run organisation with no paid staff. So work being carried out is by volunteers and visiting groups. Contractors will be used as necessary, such as for the construction of the lift bridge as seen in this video. Works will be funded by the Trust's restoration resources, raised through members' subscriptions, donations and fundraising. Some sections of the project have specific funding, such as the aforementioned lift bridge and the soon-to-be installed lock number 24. If you can help by volunteering or donating, or simply becoming a member of the Trust, by simply showing your support as a member, you'll be joining more than 2,400 like-minded people. Thanks very much for watching. We'll see you all again in the next video.